All right. So, continuing on with chapter 7, dealing with the equations. So, here we're going to be solving two-step equations. So, before we do that, we're going to go back, review here a little bit on our one-step equation. Remember, real important to show this work, get in the habit of doing this, because this is what you're going to be doing the rest of your math life and even life in general. So, real important to get this down. So, solve for g plus 2 equals 9. So we're working backwards, so we're always doing opposite sign. Now I know you can look at this and go, oh, well, I know if I add 7 to it, I get it. But get in the habit of doing this process, so when it's more complicated, you know what you're doing. Okay? So we're going to subtract the 2. Opposite of addition is subtraction, so we're going to cancel that out. Just like if it's multiplied, opposite of multiply is divide, so you're going to do that opposite thing. What we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. So g equals 9 minus 2, which is 7. All right? So that's how we're doing that. Remember, cancel out that opposite operation so that it's out of there. Now, let's slide this up just there. When we're solving two-step equations, again, we're still working backwards using those opposite operations. But we're going to, instead of doing the order of operations, we're going to do those backwards as well so that we know which step we're going to cancel first. So, for example, if we're working here. So, when you look at the order of operations, the first thing is parentheses, then exponents, then multiply or divide, and then add and subtract. So, since add and subtract were last, when we're working backwards, we're going to do that first. So, we're going to take care of the plus 1 first, and opposite of that is to subtract 1. And we do it to both sides. So we cancel the 1. So think apples to apples. This doesn't have a variable, doesn't have a letter with it, so that's the one we're subtracting. This one has a variable, so we can't take 1 away with it unless we have that variable. 10 minus 1 then is 9 equals. All we're doing is we're bringing down what's left. So the 3q would go there. Now, think simpler equation now. So if I have 9 equals 3q, opposite of 3q, so 3q means times, would be divide by 3. So the 3's would cancel. We take the other side divided by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3, so 3 would equal q. Okay. So, working backwards, the whole idea with this is we want to have just a letter on that side. No other numbers. Everything else is going to get moved to this other side by doing the opposite operation. Okay? So, if I have 2y plus 9 equals 17. First thing I'm going to do, get rid of the add or subtract. Last thing on the order of operations, so we do that first when we're working backwards. So subtract 9, because opposite of plus is subtract, minus 9. So 2y equals 17 minus 9, which is going to be 8. Yes. So, simpler equation. Again, the 2y wasn't touched. This is gone. So we bring that 2y down. So 2y equals 8. So opposite of 2y, 2y is 2 times y. So we divide by 2 to cancel it. Divide by 2. So again, y is left. So y equals 8 divided by 2 is 4. All right. So 41 minus 2f equals 1. So here our numbers in front are constant. So it's a constant because there's no variable with it. But our 1 with the letter is second. Now you're probably going to go, oh, well, that's minus, so we're going to add the 41 over. No, the minus goes with the 1 after it. So the sign is always before the number it goes with. So since there's no sign here, think of this as like plus. So positive 41 minus 2. So the plus 41, opposite would be to subtract 41. So minus 41. So that cancels, and we'll bring this down. So negative 2f. So now because it's just a minus 2f, that makes it a negative now. Equals, if I have 1 and I take 41 away, I'd have a negative 40. So think 41 minus 1 is 40, but because the 41 was bigger, it goes with that sign. So it's negative, so negative 40. Now, to get rid of f, we're -2 times f, so we divide by -2. So we're going to cancel that out. Negative and negative cancel, so that f would equal 20. All right. So again, if you have questions with the stuff, please send me an email, send me a pan, send me a message on Google Classroom. Anything, please let me know. I'm here to help. Because I mean, this is tougher stuff. It's stuff you haven't done before, so it's going to take some time, going to take some practice. All right. So we're going to solve for J. Here, normally we would do the add subtract first. However, that's inside the parentheses. So we can't do that yet. We have to do the multiply divide first. Then we could do the parentheses. So again, order of operations goes parentheses, then equations, or not equations, exponents, then multiply divide, then add subtract. So we're going backwards. We do multiply and divide first. Then we do add subtract first, then multiply and divide, then exponents, then parentheses last. So since this is in parentheses, we have to wait. We have to do what's out in front first. So since it's 12 parentheses, remember 12 parentheses means times. So opposite is to divide. So we get rid of it. We're going to divide this as well. Which I'm going to grab a calculator quick because I don't know this off the top of my head. 552 divide by 12 is 46. Bring our equal sign down. J in the minus 928 hasn't been touched yet. So it stays J minus 928. All right. Opposite of subtract is to add. That cancels. J would equal 46 plus our 928 is 974. Questions here, again, let me know. I'm here to help. Otherwise, until next time, we'll talk to you later, guys.